It seems that we have arrived. We have just sailed to French territory, to Europe's most beautiful island, where one of its richest cities is a citadel. I mean, just look at this place. John and I are beyond excited for this episode because we're alive. We made it after sailing our boat, the brand new Jeanneau Yachts 55, all the way from Spain, across the Mediterranean Sea to France, to the southern tip of Corsica.
And if you're out from Bonifacio now, and the water is just like a swimming pool.
The sun is shining.
Are we ready?
The sea is calm, and we're about to explore Bonifacio. Yep, there she is. The challenge will be getting in to see this fairy tale-like city. You see, it has one entry only, and it's ridiculously narrow, and it's also a dead-end canal. Every day, super yachts play with fire, entering the tiny port on board carrying the super wealthy.
Oh my gosh, look at this super yacht!
Who is on board this vessel? Somehow, John, Kelly, and I have managed to score one of the last Marina berths, but it means we have to make our way in, and we're bracing for the chaos.
Back up into traffic.
We're going to be parked up,
John, I think we've got more things to worry about here.
wedged in.
That was just insane.
Join us for one of the most unbelievable experiences. Find out what it cost us as we're transported into a realm only few know and get to experience.
I'm kind of speechless, to be honest.
First international boat trip. Well, let's see, we've got to tie up first.
We've been at sea for 3 full days and nights. We've cleaned the boat, we've put away the sails and done the washing in anticipation of our arrival to Europe's most beautiful and underrated city.
Oh my gosh, I literally just had a shower. Feel like $1 million.
Oh my god,
But I've walked out here and it's a bloody glass out.
Corsica in the background, Bonifacio is just up ahead.
After 72 hours of sailing across the Mediterranean Sea, we've made it.
This is absolutely spectacular. This is the best arrival into Bonifacio. I know the sails aren't up, okay, but this is pure magic.
Dad, how salty is everything?
So salty. I cannot wait to turn that corner. Oh my gosh.
Is that all the fenders?
We are just putting all the fenders on, ready to make our way into Port de Bonifacio. I'm so excited for this. The cliffs are so dramatic.
From the moment that we met, you were away.
There are people sailing all around us. Like, there is a lot of traffic. The AIS is going crazy. We might even have to turn it off in a second.
The AIS stands for Automatic Identification System. Essentially, it's telling us where other boats are positioned around us.
Well, we're going to Marina. You never really know until you go in what it's going to be like. So we'll see, we'll just take our time. Heaps of traffic, it's really narrow, 170 metres wide. It's pretty narrow, and I think you get bullets come through the valley, so there are a few things to think about, but we're all set, ready to go, so. Looking forward to tying up and having a shower, it's so hot. Oh.
So let me just show you properly where we're going to be staying for the night. So this is Bonifacio. It has a citadel, a fortress, which has been converted into the town. It's perched high on limestone cliffs overlooking the Strait of Bonifacio. So if I bring up a map, you'll see it separates Corsica from the Italian island of Sardinia. We'll be docking our 50-foot boat in the marina for a cost of €200 a night, and that's cheap for around here.
Marina, Bonifacio Marina, this is Quattro Vents, over.
It seems that we have arrived at peak hour because, as you can hear, the radio just has not stopped. It's actually been hard to even get the marina's attention. I think they said stand by 10 minutes. Yeah. John was saying that sometimes it can take up to an hour before. So much panic in his voice.
I've heard it can be like an hour's wait here. Yeah, everyone arrives all at once. Just watch out for this wait, Kel.
So we're currently just in the queue. There are people in front of us. There are people behind us.
How is that legal?
There is a lot happening here. This is so unbelievable.
We're all in a line, but then like some people are kind of pushing their way in.
Is this guy pushing in?
No, he's got to keep moving because he hasn't got a bow or stern thruster, and as soon as he stops moving, his bow's going to blow off and he's going to block the channel, so he's got no choice.
That's tough.
Using the bow and stern thruster to hold position.
The bow and stern thrusters that are under our hull not only help us keep our position, but they allow us to do tricks like this. We can pivot on our axis.
So all the boats are struggling to keep the bow into the wind as they come to a stop waiting in this really narrow channel. These guys keep blowing off and they have to keep like, see how I can just keep the bow into the wind?
Mayhem. Absolute mayhem. It is all happening. Look at this. This is so unbelievable. There's also a really steep driveway that I think leads up to the town, so it looks as though that we're going to be getting our steps in today when we make our way into the city. Oh my gosh, I just cannot believe we're here. Hey, did you guys even know that Bonifacio was a place? Let me know in the comments below. This is the first time I've even heard of this place before. Had no idea that it existed. I'd love to know if you've heard of this place before.
So things are about to get a little intense on board.
Guys, you can't just back up into traffic.
The yacht in front of us reversed hard with no warning, and we have a catamaran behind us.
Oh my gosh.
That was nearly an accident.
What the heck just happened? Oh my... We have a domestic over here. These guys are reversing into us. We've got traffic behind us. This is chaos.
Mayhem.
Back up into traffic like that, everyone's coming up the channel. There's traffic behind me and they're backing up and I've got nowhere to go and they just keep coming full steam. I was almost flat out full reverse.
Crazy.
We're next in line, we're deeper in the canal and traffic is still heavy.
So narrow. Whoa.
You may also remember in our last couple of episodes, our French Jeanneau yacht was named.
Its name is Quanta Vents.
I'm sure that's not quite right.
I can't even say it.
80.
It's French and means four winds, but we're still having a little difficulty with the pronunciation.
Quatravant. Quatravant. Sorry, my pronunciation's not good. Yes. Quatravant, I understood.
Look how close we are to this cat. You can almost touch it. So quick little update. I'm pretty sure it's been an hour already. We're getting closer. We have booked in for 2 nights. This place is like a movie set. So much character. Like windows, it's rustic, it's raw. I feel like this is the most amazing marina I've ever been to in my entire life. I've never quite experienced anything like this before. This is definitely like, I feel like I'm gonna cry, but I feel like you definitely have to put this on your bucket list because it is, I'm just kind of being like a bit overwhelmed at the moment with just, yeah, wow. I'm in absolute awe and I can see why this place has so much appeal.
So I'm going to cheat time for a second and I'm going to fast forward. This is our berth. This is where we end up. And now I'm going to quickly rewind and show you how we got in and how lucky we are with our timing. We arrived with no boats next to us.
So it's actually, oh my God, John. Okay. It's all the way in and then a U-turn.
We're going to be reversing in, so we're going to have to keep a close eye on this boat as we turn because our bow could get close. It's a really tight squeeze with a low margin for error.
I can't imagine this in 20 knot breeze. Woo-wee! So I just have to watch my bow and this guy.
Yeah.
But John nails it.
So number 6, I think.
We are so lucky because there are no boats on either side of us. As soon as our lines are tied up, a sailboat squeezed in on our starboard, and to our port, a powerboat had to squeeze in next to us and the exposed concrete wall.
English? Take it down? But we can't, we'll go back. John, you might have to power forward.
My hesitation to untie the bow line was we'd move back and hit the concrete wall, so I wanted to alert John so he had time to turn the engine on and power forward if need be.
Is this recording on my head? Okay, good.
Guy's trying to plug in on the power.
John, I think we've got more things to worry about here.
But the experienced captain on that powerboat managed to maneuver his way within seconds.
We're just getting another fender as well.
Oh, there's another one. I'll grab that one.
Yeah, let's grab this one. It's not doing
That was
anything.
the biggest one. Let's do this one.
Yeah, good idea. How are you feeling right now?
But no one got a scratch. This bloke deserved a round of applause, even if he didn't think it was necessary.
this. I'm pretty sure he's saying, why'd you ever doubt me? So good.
Without a doubt, the most hectic hour and a half of our boating careers. That was just insane. Talk about a square peg in a round hole. Unbelievable. Anyway, we're here now. Now we think we should stay 2 nights because of how much effort that was to get in here.
We're pretty tired after being at sea for the past 3 days. Remember, we just sailed here from Spain, so we're all a little delirious. John has survived off of around 2 hours of sleep a night because as captain, he really wanted to make sure that we were all safe and that we were sailing and on track for what was our biggest and most isolated crossings to date.
Okay, good.
With the chaos now over,
Guys trying to plug in all the power.
John and Kel were still adamant on securing our designated power outlets, seeing as we're paying €200 for the night to be here.
Kelly, we have to hide because they're trying to ask us to take one of the power cords out. So he's using one for aircraft.
You see, we need 2 power outlets. The second runs the air conditioning, and it is roasting hot.
I'm like waiting for them to come poke their head around and I was like, oh, there she is. Oh, he's looking.
They didn't need to take ours in the end, they had their own. Look up. Just as we were about to get ready to leave for town, a 65-metre super yacht just stormed in.
How is that even fitting in here?
John's face.
Hey, I thought it was hard to get this out here.
Believe it or not, the owner, Jeff Wilding, sells carpet.
Who is on board this vessel?
He rents the boat out for $600,000 a week.
Everyone's just coming out to look at it. It's like everyone's on their boats just...
It has 2 swimming pools, a Turkish bath, an outdoor cinema, and a waterside beach club. It sleeps 12 guests. And so with my enormous, intrusive, but marvellous paparazzi lens back on, I'm hoping to get a closer look, to see who's on board when I'm busted. Somehow all the way down here, he sees me. He says cheers, and we exchange a wave. Awkward.
Do you see that guy at the top? He was so suave. He was like, yeah, I'm sipping on my champagne.
And right next to us, the skipper told us his guest was a president from South America.
Some guests from Chile. We got famous person, president of the community in Chile, his family, 2 kids.
So I've put my best thrift shop outfit on, a $12 bargain.
What do you think of my outfit?
It is extreme, you know that, don't you?
I know, but when in Bonifacio? Like, when else am I bought this outfit for a purpose. This is it. I can feel it in my bones. Tonight is the night.
Best $12 ever. Nothing is OTT here in Bonifacio. We're gonna hike up to the Citadel, grab dinner, and then experience the nightlife.
Kelly's in her element. She's found her place.
I love it.
Can we stay forever?
Yeah. Come on.
Captain!
Can we just take a moment?
This is the most perfect place on earth.
I'm a
Have you been to Brisbane?
Random fact, Brisbane is Australia's 3rd largest city. It's hosting the 2032 Olympic Games, and it's where we sold our last yacht, Takana.
So, I was about to say Takana, that's how sleep deprived I am. Our boat, Contraband, is just down there. And if you cross this little road and then walk up this little hill, you have the most spectacular view of the ocean. Come and have a look at this view. The sunset is currently happening just behind these cliffs here.
How crazy is that? The cliff is like inverted underneath the... You see that?
Yeah, that is absolutely
Look at these guys
wild.
on the jet skis out here. Look at that boat anchored under that cliff. Apparently the wind gets really gnarly through here, so this is rare. Exciting time.
And you can see up here
Nice
as
to
well.
hear the French too.
Yes, the language.
Yeah. After being in Spain, it's weird to think that we're just in Spain and now we're in France.
I know. Look at these cobbled little streets, John. Just walking along here slowly because there's quite a steep incline. And we're going to make our way into the fortress. Smell the rosemary? It smells so good.
With every step, we're gaining altitude. this is the view down to the port. And as we duck into the fortified walls, just here, John notices something inside.
It's the drawbridge. That rolls down and the drawbridge lifts up on the other side.
Echoing through the walls, we can hear music, and in seconds, we're transported into another world.
That is so crazy. It's a little car.
The history of Bonifacio has oh my goodness.
We're so tired.
Try again.
You haven't slept for 3 days.
The history of Bonifacio has a rich and ancient history. It was founded in the 9th century by the Tuscans from Italy. Throughout its history, Bonifacio faced numerous conflicts and sieges due to its desirable location. It was frequently attacked and conquered by various powers, including the Pisans. It is a town that has witnessed both conflict and beauty, making it a fascinating place with a unique historical heritage. There you go. You can tell because of all the forts on the way in.
Okay, we're clearly fading, so let's squeeze in dinner and then check out the nightclub strip. But before we do, I just wanted to say thank you to our patrons who pledge their support with every episode. We have a postcard tier too. All patrons have access to extra behind the scenes content. They can message me anytime and they know about our next adventure in real time.
Can you show me your screen? We really need to learn French, John.
So patrons, thank you for sponsoring this episode.
So yeah, starters of your choice, platter of mozzarella, de buffalo.
While we ate up at the fortress, down on the water, the nightclub strip is lined with restaurants. They're more expensive down here and the clientele are dressed for the occasion.
There's a nightclub going on. It is absolutely pumping.
The music is deafening and it's all happening right next to the marina, so boaties probably won't be getting much sleep tonight. So if you visit, bring earplugs.
Where we are. I reckon this is my favourite city in Europe. It's definitely up there. This is absolutely magical. Too cool. Alright, it's time for bed. We're exhausted. Good night, we'll see you in the morning.
Maybe, just maybe, we'll try again tomorrow. We slept like babies, so we've gotten up early. In the mornings, we like to move our bodies. Sailing means we're seeing the world, and along the way, it's damn nice to stretch the legs.
It's not until you stop, have a look at a world map, that you truly realise how big this planet is and how little time we have to explore.
Another run, and you can run right up the hill into town. Those are little restaurants around. It's awesome. Just about to go up this big hill. Oh my god. Here we go.
Seeing new places feels like we're truly living, exploring and pushing ourselves every day.
Everyone's just waking up this morning. It's peaceful. It's not too hot yet, but you can hear all the boats have their air conditionings on.
Today's a big day for us. We need to go to the grocery store to stock up on fresh fruit and vegetables. We need to also plan our sail down to Italy because we leave tomorrow to the amazing island of Sardinia. But before we leave, we also need to check in at the marina here with our passports. Being in France though, en route, we're sidetracked.
Can we please have
One of everything. You see that queue? That's our fault. Fruit buns, baguettes, flans, John's order.
Got 1 chocolate, 2 plain.
3 croissants meant to be shared.
No.
3 croissants.
Well, I bought you some. And
You got 3, 1 for me too.
Yeah, but I ate it because you didn't want it.
Well, you didn't say you got one specifically for me.
Yeah. for you, girl.
Come on.
That's kind of why we came back. I'll get you some more. I know, we could have.
Did you literally eat 3?
I ate 3. The fish here in France get fed baguettes. Baguettes for breakfast.
Alright, let's finally go to the office to check in. I feel like it's been an hour since our last chat. So let's talk marina prices just quickly. The rate here is calculated on your boat's square meterage, so the length times the width. For our 50-foot vessel, it's costing us just shy of €200 a night, but for super yachts like the Resilience, measuring in at 65 metres by 11.5 metres, its rate a night is closer to €3,000. As I mentioned before, we'll be leaving in the morning. We've heard about these incredible islands nearby where the water is so blue.
A lot of clear water and beautiful anchorages and marinas and old towns.
The Madalena archipelago, made up of 60 islands, is an Italian national park that everyone is talking about here. Hey!
Hey, so I just got some gold from Jack. Jack was just telling me he was filling his water tank and I was just cleaning the boat, and he said that we need a permit for those islands that we're about to go to. I didn't know about that. And he said some islands are completely off limit, you can't even sail. I had no idea.
Serious?
So I need to check that on the chart. He also said that he was stopped by the Italian police and they went right through the boat. And he said you need to have a name on your boat. He said otherwise they'll fine you.
Oh my god.
So because we've now got the permanent registration, we have to put the name on the boat. So I might go buy some letters and just stick it on.
Oh, amazing. Okay.
Yeah, I mean they'll have to be taken off later, but we have to do it, otherwise they're gonna fine us.
Wow.
And I said, where are they? And he goes, they're everywhere. He goes, they're checking everyone.
Really?
Yeah, so
is there
we've gotta
anything
do
else we need on board?
No, but he said you also need to have the tender needs to be marked.
Okay.
So we've got to buy letters for the tender and letters for the boat. I need to go buy all that stuff.
Okay. It's good that it's happened now because we're going to be in Italy for a while.
I've done no research, so I'm going to be flat out today.
While I'm going to squeeze in some video editing because I'm busy making these YouTube videos on board, John is asking our neighbours for tips on where to go. Right now, our plan is to sail down to the Lavezzi Islands. We'll spend some time here swimming and diving before checking out Madalena Archipelago. We'll then end the day at La Maddalena Marina. This will be our very first time sailing in Italy as part of this Europe adventure together.
This is Claudio. He's just giving me a bit of a briefing on Madalena, and he's very experienced sailing these parts, so he knows all the good spots. And there's some wind coming tonight, so he's giving me some ideas.
You're getting some intel.
Yeah. Thank you, Claudio.
Can I ask you what your favourite place is in this part of the world?
Just mention 10 or 20 of them.
Yeah. I got a few. All Madalena. It's a national park, Madalena.
Next minute, John got talking to our other neighbour who was asking about our boat because it's brand new and a new design by Jeanneau Yachts, so it has been turning heads. Despite John's long list of jobs,
Sitting here editing, John's
Got a guest? Hi! Hi! Welcome aboard.
a gentleman, he gave the woman a tour, but I was completely caught off guard.
I'm literally in my undies.
And then usually there's carpet in here.
Turns out his tour got me thinking about my desk setup.
The tables go down electronically, so there's buttons for you can make these go down and up and it turns into a bed. And there's a television in here that comes up, electric.
Thanks very much.
And so I began to rearrange the place. I've literally been sitting down for so long. That nerve in my butt is so numb. And I just had a thought how high these tables got to see if I can make them into a bit of a standing desk. Oh my gosh, this is going to be like... Alright, well that's the highest. I think this is going to work. Then I can do my little leg exercises at the same time, do some squats. Just need to bring it up a little higher, I think. Haven't really been using the wine glasses. Yes! Oh, this is so good. All right. Oh my gosh, the sun's so bright. I have literally spent the entire day in the saloon editing, but I have so much to update you guys on. John and I had an awesome break over January, so thanks all for being patient on this episode. I know it's been a few weeks, but it is back to regular programming.
My hips aren't aligned.
John, how far can you go? I'm going to tell you what's coming up next, but before I do, I have a little favour to ask. hit that like button. It is free and it'll help my channel out, and leave me some love and your questions in the comments. All right, what's coming up? We're sailing to Italy, and when we get there, we actually bump into some familiar faces.
They're looking at us.
We do end up finding Italy's paradise.
This is ridiculous.
And we accidentally sail to the most bizarre island,
The stop of military way,
Yep.
you have to take the right.
where
Okay.
things get really weird.
Guys.
Hiking the smallest inhabited kingdom in the world.
How did you get to this island?
Good question. It's a long tail.
So hit that subscribe button. We'd love for you to join us over on Patreon, so I'll leave a link below and you can join us behind the scenes and access our extra content.
Okay, that's it. Bonjour.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
What a